You're watching PEGRI TV, Rhode Island's public access channel.
Salam. My name is Sheikh Abdul Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al-Masjid Sharia Allah, a non-profit religious organization operating in the state of Rhode Island, USA. Well, we're still doing the same thing. We're killing each other. And we got people walking around like nothing's happening. 75 people got blown up a few weeks ago. Another time, 100 something got blown up. We finding bodies in the backyards and everything. We don't have to worry about the non-believers killing us. We're doing a good job of that ourselves. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in Quran, Allah said to us that there will be a day that will come to us when we will start to kill each other. And the bodies be laying all in the street and stuff, on the roads and everything. And they said to him, when will it stop? And he looked at them and he said, when you stop. When you stop. When you stop it. When you stop it. All this stuff is coming through us. We got people down the street from a mosque that's supposed to be sincere, believing brothers and sisters. They got a school here, madrasa, and they banging a stick against the wall, and they going like that, and they teaching the brothers and sisters, the kids, how to commit suicide and kill each other. And we walk by it every day. Every day we walk by it. And what do? Nothing. We say nothing. We keep our mouths quiet, say nothing. And we do nothing about it. We're afraid to do anything about it. And the law says, fear nothing but Him. Fear nothing but Him. No man, no woman, no nothing but Him. But we still don't do anything about it. And we say, we believe in the law. We believe in His books. We believe in His prophet. We believe in this, we believe in that, we believe in this, we believe in that. We say a whole lot of things and actions show the opposite. And the law doesn't judge us by what we say, you know. He judges by our actions and deeds. First comes the knowledge, then comes the action and deeds. That's what he judges by. And there's going to be a whole lot of brothers and sisters that's going to be going to the hellfire. If they're not going through it on earth, they're going to go through it. One of the things that we don't recognize is that we don't recognize the wrath of the law. Brother said one time, says, what a law gives, a law wouldn't do stuff like that, wouldn't treat us like that. And the Prophet Muhammad said, what do you think, what do you think a law is going to sit there and going to accept what you give him? He's going to accept this from you? No. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel what you got coming. And you can blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame the law for this. You can blame yourself. You want to live half to Islam. You want to turn around and you want to live Islam like grocery shopping. Like you're going into a supermarket. And you're saying to yourself, well, what do I want to eat for the day? And you turn around and you pick beans. So you turn around today and you say, well, what kind of Muslim I'm going to be today? And you turn around and put salads, Muslim. Mind my own business, Muslim. That's the way you live in your deen. 1 minute you this way, and the next minute you that way. I advise you to change up right away. Because there's going to be a day when you're going to be laying down looking up and you're going to be saying, oh Allah, give me 2 more days or give me another chance. And I promise I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll do this and I'll do that. You know, so you got all the chances you ever had. You got them all. You kept getting chances, kept getting chances. All you're doing is throwing words. You're word throwers. Your action and deeds speak another thing, your words speak another thing. This is the way we live in. It's very clear. I tell brothers certain things, you know what? In the Quran it speaks of 2 things. I say good or bad. Good or bad. It speaks of the good things and it speaks of the bad things. But you got to follow what is good. You keep following what is bad, you're going to suffer for it. So, I'm telling you, get your act together before it's too late. Before it's too late. We got a bunch of people that started riots and stuff and revolutions because they wanted to become democratic. They wanted to be able to wear lipstick, to be able to go to dances with each other, to go to the movies with each other, to be with the women and the men be with the men, and women be with the women, and everything go like that. To do the spiritual parts of Islam and escape from the physical parts of Islam. Brothers said it right in the open what they want, why they rioted. And when they asked them about the brotherhood, bringing Islam as the government, these same brothers and sisters said, no, we're not doing that to bring Islam into the government. We don't want the Islam in the government. That's what he said. That's what they said. Don't you remember that? Do you remember that? What they said in Egypt? What they said in Libya? And they didn't want an Islamic government? Don't you know what that is? That's a violation against Islam. That's right. A heavy violation against Islam. You cannot live underneath anything but Islam. When you live in a state like this, you try to obey the laws of the land as much as you possibly can. I mean, you get in the house or in your own property, you obey the laws of the law. And it's written that you're supposed to obey the laws of the land until they start coming against Islam and telling you to stop doing what you're supposed to do, and as a Muslim. Then you're supposed to stop obeying them and go and leave them alone. So what Muslims now are doing, like in the United States and overseas in certain places, they turn around and they go to work and they walk the street. They don't steal. They don't stick up nobody. They don't throw no bombs at people. Not trying to blow nothing up. And they giving to Caesar what is Caesar and giving to God what is his. So we must continue to do it that way until there be enough people in America that want Islam. Now, the laws of this country protect us believing in Islam. It's in the Bill of Rights, it's in the Constitution, Declaration of Independence. As long as we're not trying to throw down, destroy the system of this country, be all right. And we must continue to do what we're doing, obeying the laws of the land until they conflict with the laws of Islam. So, when I gotta pray, I come in the house and pray. I come in the house and I pray. And I go down to the halal market to get my meat. And I don't try to break up the laws of the land and take them off of me because I don't see them on me. I'm a Muslim. I pray. I got the right to practice my way of life. I do practice it. And so can you practice it? It doesn't demand that I work for anybody. It doesn't try to make a slave out of me. So, I'm trying to tell you that we're supposed to go ahead and do what we got to do. Make our own world here among the people like everybody else do. If we live in an area that's completely Muslim, we can go to the city and tell them that we want a white and green line in the street. Like they got red and all them different colors. And they would do it. Put a white and green line in the street, down our street. We got stores in the block, predominantly Muslim stores. We can ask them in that neighborhood that they try to dress according to the laws, try to dress according to the decency law. And we can take our group and the next person running for mayor, we can go ahead and give him some campaign money. And he'd do like he do for the Italians and everybody else. He'd give us about what our money calls for. And we would be able to have people, he would turn around and make this a religious area where decency law would apply. That there'd be no more short pants above the knees in that area. And stuff like that. Or we can buy 2 blocks of houses, put it underneath the masjid, take an area of it and block it off and make prayers, and a place there, another spot with a wall there where women can go pray and nobody's looking at their butts. And they bend over. And also, we can turn around and by both sides of the street, $1 million by 5 or 6 houses. And there's another $1 million by 5 or 6 houses. We can gate that in like that, not going across the highway, the street, but get in down there, and we make a deal with the city that this area is a Christian, Islamic area. So anybody that crosses into this area is crossing into an Islamic area, and the law of that area is there be no nakedness walking down the street, with dress showing and butts almost up to the butt showing, splits in the middle of the dress, and people walking around with bathing suits on, all that kind of stuff. We can do that. It's within the laws of the state, the government. That we can do. And the people here will go along with it. Especially when they find out that they got all this stuff in there that they can buy, and they got a little area down there where their kids can play, and there's people watching over their kids to make sure nobody steal one of them. And they got a little yard they can play in, area they can play in. No cars is coming by. Take all the cars and park them out here, and then turn around and walk into the stores. And there'd be carriages to push your stuff through. See? And there'd be chickens, and live chicken house, and live rabbit house, and live duck house, and supermarkets with all kinds of food from different countries. Don't have no pork. No beer being sold, no liquor being sold in there. No smoking. Nobody selling drugs on the corner. Nobody trying to get nobody's daughter into a car, because the cars ain't got no parking there. And that can be done. It's not hard. It's not hard to do all that. Moon made millions of dollars selling $1 rose in the street to people driving by in a car. That's right, millions of dollars. Harry Christian did the same thing. Why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? That's the kind of stuff we're going to have to do to take care of ourselves. They doing it, we have to do it. They turn around, somebody want to sell the property where Sears and all them stores at, we buy it. How we get the money? You get the money another way. We get the money away and we buy it. You see? But we can't do this, have one side of the street and not buy the other side of the street, and not buy the houses that there. We can't have people owning these houses, people driving up to these houses, going up there, and they're gonna take their beer with them and go up in there and their liquor and stuff, and they're gonna sit up in the window and they're gonna look out down at us and drink beer and smoke cigarettes and everything else. Sell dope and everything else right there in our so-called community. That's what's happening in the United States. That's what's happening in France. That's what's happening around the world. We have to stop that. And the way how to stop that is to go up and live underneath live and use the laws of that country. In this country here, you got the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and all that kind of stuff. You got to live underneath that. They got 501c3, you got the anti-poverty laws, and they got the religious laws, the tax laws, you know. We got to live within these tax and use these laws. There's places that we can do that at. Right down in there, right down in there, let's say right down in there, Stop and Shop on up on North Main. They got a whole area down there we could buy up. They got another place down here down at Cranston Street. You can buy in Cranston, there's 3 blocks that you can own. That go up to Cranston Street. Yeah, so go up to Cranston Street and come down the other side there, and there's a road come between there. But you can literally take them to them 3 blocks, all the way down to there's a lot there that they got some trucks in it, and for that road that comes off of Route 10, you could build either a bridge over top or a tunnel underneath. And continue to walk that block. But that whole block could be a mall there, shopping area. Right across the street from the Peace Center. Then there's a big lot there that I got my eye on. If I was to build a masjid, I would build a masjid underneath Allah's name. And it'd be run underneath these rules here. This book, the Quran, and the 9 hadiths would be at the door and say, this house would be run, this building would be run underneath these books. The hadiths and the Prophet and the Quran. And that's what I would do. And this is the way I would run it. And I would turn around, take some of the other property and cut it up into the economic development, a training center for grown-ups. You know? I would do that. Now you just heard some of my plans are. But we have to reorganize. And that's what we have to do. We have to stop playing games with ourselves. We have to do that. We have to do that now, today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa maliki yawm al-din. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim wala-d-dallin. Amen.